Well, hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. We've had some interesting weather patterns here in Southern California. We've got rain, wind, so um, hopefully all is well and you've got some good internet connections. I know sometimes the wind affects that, so I hope that's going well. And I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know we're all still pretty much staying close to home, but nevertheless, we can enjoy our yoga and so many things. So today we are focusing on having more vitality and getting more internalized and harmonized so that we can stay centered no matter what's happening in our lives. And also we're going to be putting some focus on the lower back. That's an area that just about everybody has a problem with. It has a lot to do with the fact that we sit a lot, whether we're sitting at a desk, at a computer, on the couch, in the car. There's just a lot of that. And other things we do, lifting improperly, twisting, all kinds of things that we don't do properly. So we're going to put some good focus on that. So to start off, since we're working on the lower back, we're going to start by doing a bija mantra in each of the three lowest chakras. That's the area around the lower back and even lower, but it's definitely the lower back area. So let's go to the root chakra at the base of the spine. Let's put our awareness there, and we're going to chant LAM, L-A-M, LAM. Just mentally closing your eyes, putting your awareness there. Let's chant LAM mentally 3 times. Now we move to the sacral chakra right behind the sacrum, and we're going to chant VAM, V-A-M, 3 times. And now we're going to move right behind the navel chakra, and we'll chant RAM, R-A-M, 3 times. Helping us to open up those chakras, and now moving your awareness to the heart center or the third eye. And before we stand, we're going to do one seated thing that's good for our lower back. We're going to bend forward, and you can have your hands just relaxed in front of you, just bending forward. And then we're going to curl our back up straight. We're going to do that 3 times. So bending forward, just feeling you're relaxing that lower back. And then curl your spine up and come up. And now 2 more times. Great. You can maybe hear the wind coming through our fireplace. So a little atmosphere for today. Let's stand up. Again, putting the awareness in the heart center or the third eye. And we're going to begin with 3 full yoga breaths. So bending forward, exhaling completely. As we inhale, we bring our hands up, filling every aspect of our lungs, expanding our arms into a Y. Exhaling completely through our nose. Okay. And the third one, bring your arms to your sides and pose. Now we're going to just make sure that we've got our feet solidly planted into the ground. We're going to raise our arms, reaching way up, feel like we're just completely lengthening our spine. And then lower our arms. And now we're going to do a modified breath practice and stretch. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up, arch back slightly, and then exhale, lower our arms. And we're going to do that 3 times. So inhale, arms up, stretch back, exhale down. 2 more times. And then we'll pause. And now let's do a half moon. So we'll bring our arms up, left hand in front, cross palms, lock thumbs, stretch onto your toes, back down on your heels, bend to your left. Strength and courage fill my body cells. And then back to center. Stretch. Lower your arms and pause. And now the other side, this time right hand in front, stretching, lengthening our spine, back down on our heels, and bending to your right. And then back up to center, stretch, back down on your heels, lower your arms, and pause. So we're going to do a side triangle and then a revolved triangle. So I'm going to show you both first, and then we'll do them. The side triangle, we do that quite frequently. Arms up and hand down towards your knee, calf, or foot. And then when it's time to do the revolved triangle, we just bring the opposite hand to that leg and raise our arm. So we'll begin stepping out with your left leg, bring your arms up, stretching out to the side, left hand goes down towards the knee, calf, or foot, right arm is extended up. And now we're going to switch to the revolved triangle. So right hand comes to your left leg and the opposite arm is up. You're looking away from the screen now. Bring both hands to the mat, stepping back. Let's move into a mountain or downward dog. And then walking your hands and feet together, come back to standing and pause. And now the opposite side. So we'll step out with the right leg this time, and we'll bring our arms up, reach out and down. And now we're going to switch to the revolved triangle. So left hand goes to the right foot. Opposite arm is extended and you're looking away from the screen. And then bring your hands down to the mat, stepping back to the mountain. And then walking hands and feet together. We'll come back up to standing. And now we're going to do a wide leg forward bend. This is so good for the lower back. So legs wide apart, bending from the hips, and then just relax down. Any tightness you feel back there, just try to soften it, relax it. And we'll slowly come up. And then bring our arms out, a gentle arch back. Feet together, and lower your arms. We're going to do a pyramid pose next. We did this one a couple weeks ago, stepping out with the left leg, and the right foot can be turned to the side. You can also do it with it pointing forward, but usually it's turned out to the side. And then we're going to bend from the waist. We can have palms together in pranam. And you do have more weight on the left leg. And then we'll come back up and pause. And now the opposite side. So we'll step forward with the right leg. Left leg is turned out slightly, bending from the hips. And then we're going to come back up and pause. And now we'll step to the back of our mats for a jackknife. Whenever we're focusing on the lower back, we've got to do jackknives because they're just great for it. So bringing our arms up, we can come up on our toes and really extend that spine back down on our heels. And then we'll come forward, bending from the hips, and then just relax down. And then grasping ankles, calves, or knees, draw your head in a little bit closer. And then release. And then bring your hands just under our knees, straighten your spine. And then relax down one more time. And then palms together. We'll come up nice and slowly. And we'll do a backward bend now. So come forward on the left leg, coming onto the right knee. Again, if your knee bothers you, you want to do it in a standing position. We'll shift our weight forward and arch back. And then bring your hands down, readjust your balance, standing up. And now the other side. So stepping back with the left leg this time, coming onto that knee, bringing the right leg forward, shifting your weight, and arch back. And then we'll bring our hands down, readjust our balance, and stand up. And now we're going to move to the front of our mats. We're going to do salutation to the sun. So let's begin, palms together, and we'll arch back as we inhale. Coming forward, exhaling, fingers and toes line up. Stepping back with the left leg. Right leg back into a slant forward position. Down on the knees, chest, chin or forehead. Come up into a cobra. And then we're coming up into a mountain. Stepping forward with the left leg. Right leg forward. Coming up. Arch back. And then coming forward. Fingers and toes line up. Coming back onto the right leg. Left leg back. Down on the knees, chest, chin or forehead. Coming up into a cobra. And then coming up into a mountain. Stepping forward with the right leg. Left leg forward. And then we'll come up. One more arch back. And then pause. We're going to do a chair pose next. And we're going to do the variation with our arms up. So we're going to bend the knees. Bring our arms up like that. Now we're going to open our arms into the way we normally do it. You can feel the difference. Go down a little bit if you like. Then back to up. And coming back up. Let's come back up onto our toes. Stretch one more time. And then back down on our heels. And then lying down and resting in Savasana. And you can sit up now and face your screen. And we're going to sit in a cross-legged position, but we're going to do the arm position that we do with the eagle. So taking your left arm just out from the third eye or touching it, right arm comes and wraps around underneath. We're going to raise our arms up and then lower them back to the original position. And then release our hands. And now the opposite side, this time the right hand comes up, thumb comes just out from the third eye or touching it, and opposite arm comes underneath and wraps around it. We'll raise our arms up. And back down. And then release. We're going to do a head to the knee next. So extending your right leg, your left leg is in towards the thigh. So we're going to do it the normal way, with both hands down our leg, and then we'll do the variation with one arm behind our back. So let's begin by limbering our upper back first. And then you can bend your knee if you like to crossing your wrist to rotate your ankle, just loosening up that lower back. Or you can keep your legs straight. And palms on your thigh, and when you're ready, you take a good inhalation, exhale, abdomen towards the thigh, sliding our hands down our leg, and dropping our head towards our knee. And then we'll do the variation. So bringing your arm behind your back. And then we'll sit up. And come back to cross-legged. And then the other side. So let's limber the upper back first. And then crossing your wrist, rotating your ankle a few times in each direction. And then sitting up, moving in at your own rate. And then bringing your hand behind your back. And then we'll sit back up. And we're going to do a twist next. So we're going to do a variation on the twist, bringing your left leg back, right foot into your thigh, or you can bring it up on your thigh, whichever is more comfortable. And then bringing your right arm around behind your back to grasp that foot, or just coming behind your back. Either way is fine. Left arm goes to the right knee, and you're looking over your shoulder. And then we'll untwist. Since I'm mirroring you, twists are the trickiest ones to get the opposite left and right. Correct. So right leg back, left foot into the thigh or up on the thigh, and left arm around behind your back to grasp your foot or just rest behind your back. Right arm to the left knee, looking over your left shoulder. And then we'll untwist. Coming back to cross-legged. And then bringing both legs out in front. Let's do a posterior stretch. So we'll bounce our knees a little bit first, just to let them get kind of relaxed. And then we'll do a little warm up. So bringing the left leg across the right. Bring your chin in the direction of your knee, sliding your hands forward. And don't strain to go too far. You just want to feel a gentle stretch in that lower back. We'll walk our hands up, straighten out the left leg, cross the right leg over the left, bringing the chin towards the right knee, walk your hands forward. And then walk our hands back up, straighten both legs out. And we'll inhale. As we exhale, we'll reach forward for our toes, 2 fingers around the big toe, thumb across the top. If that's not comfortable, your hands can just rest anywhere on your legs and your head towards both knees. We'll sit back up. I'm going to do just a little twist to the left, so bringing your hands behind you and looking over your left shoulder. And then back to center. And now the opposite side. And then untwisting. And then coming back to an inclined plane. You can do it with your hands or your fist to protect your wrists, lifting your hips. And we'll lower our hips, walk our hands up, and pause. And now we're going to come into the firm. Right big toe over the left, and the arches of our feet, pull our shoulder blades back, let them relax. And then drop your hands to your sides, bring your forehead to the mat for the child's pose. Just relax there. And then extending your arms out in front of you. It's a very subtle stretch for the lower back. And then coming back, bringing your arms back. We're going to move into the hare. So bringing your head a little closer to your knees, grasping your heels with your hands, and raising your hips. And then lower yourself back down, back into the child's pose. And then coming up into the firm. And let's move into a camel. So you can come onto your knees, so just putting your hands at the lower back and pushing forward. Or you can curl your toes under, reaching back for your heels. And let your hips move forward. If you want to do a variation, it's always nice to bring up the left arm, then the right arm, palms together above your head. Bring your hands down, back to the firm. Then we're going to move into the cat. So coming onto our hands and knees, and we're going to arch the spine up and down, but we're going to really emphasize that part of this move. So we're going to do it 7 times. So at your own rate, arching up and down, and then 6 more. And relaxing your spine, you can bring the left knee to the forehead, raise your left leg up behind you, head and eyes are up. And then bring the knee back to the forehead and down. Now the opposite side, right knee to the forehead, bringing that leg up behind you. And then knee back to the forehead. And then we're going to do our head and hips one way, the other way. We'll do that 2 more times. And then stretch back again. And slide up into a Sphinx pose. In the Sphinx pose, we're on our forearms, and we're just letting that lower back relax, relax, relax. And then you can start to lower yourself down when you don't need arms. Just come down without them. And then turning your cheek to the mat. And we'll bring our forehead back to the mat. We're going to do a bow, so bending your knees, grasping your feet, and lifting your torso and legs. And then lower yourself down. Again, turning your cheek on the mat. And then you can roll over onto your back. We're going to start by lifting our left leg. It's a very nice stretch for the back of the leg, the hip, and it also helps to release tension in the lower back. Then we're going to lower that leg down. We're going to raise the right leg. Lower that leg down. Then we're going to lift both legs and bring our arms up, kind of a U position. This is helpful to strengthen the abdominal area, which also helps to relieve tension in the lower back. Lower our arms and our legs. You can bend your knees if you like. And then we're going to bring our knees into our chest. Hug the knees. And raising our legs, we'll move into some inverted poses, not all of them. We're going to do the simple inverted. And then we're going to move into the parallel plow. Parallel plow is very, very helpful for releasing lower back tension. You put your hands on your knees for the pose of tranquility. You can lower down into the plow or continue holding the pose of tranquility. And then we're going to lower ourselves down, bone by bone. And then move into a bridge. And lowering our hips. We'll move into a fish. And then coming out of the fish, we'll bring our knees to our chest again. And lowering the right leg, bringing the left knee to the chest, hugging that knee. And then the opposite side. And then we'll bend both our knees. We're going to do a threading the needle. So left ankle on the right thigh. Your arms go around the right thigh or around the knee. And bringing that leg in a little closer. And then we're going to lower the legs and go to the opposite side. And then lowering both our legs. And now you can prepare for a deep relaxation. So you're already on your back. So just making sure your feet are 12 to 18 inches apart. Your arms are at your sides, palms up. You can rub your palms together briskly and palm your eyes. And roll your arms to your sides. And we're going to do deep relaxation a little differently today. We're going to do the one where we inhale the soft white light up. So just first visualizing this very soft white light. It's like a mist. It's surrounding your body. And as you inhale, you're inhaling this soft mist into your left foot, your left calf, knee, thigh, your hip. And when you exhale, you're letting go of any tension or negativity. And then we inhale this beautiful soft light into the right foot, up the right leg, into the thigh. Then we're going to inhale the soft mist into the heart, lungs, chest. And now we inhale it into our back. We start at the lower back. We move all the way up the back. When we exhale, there's just a sense of peace and relaxation. We're going to inhale this soft mist into the hand of the left hand, the left arm, shoulder. We exhale, and that left arm is totally relaxed. We inhale this soft mist into the right hand, up the right arm, shoulder. Exhale. Now both arms are so relaxed. We inhale the light into our neck, into our face, our jaw, teeth, tongue, lips, our eyes. This mist fills our brain. And now it moves out to touch every hair on our head, leaving our entire body completely relaxed. We let our consciousness expand. It expands throughout the room. It expands throughout the state, the country. It expands beyond mountains, beyond trees. It expands to the galaxies, beyond galaxies, beyond, till the entire universe is a speck of light, one tiny corner of your infinite peace. Enjoy. Om. Now bringing your awareness back from the universes, back from the galaxies, all the way back into your body. Returns first, behind your eyes, flood your face, your neck, your throat with renewed vitality, renewed consciousness. Moves down the left arm to the fingertips, down the right arm to the fingertips, down the back to the hips, into the heart, lungs, chest, abdomen, left leg to the toes, right leg to the toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head, tense. Exhale, lower your arms, relax. And then you can roll over onto one side and then sit up. Just to make sure we're fully back in our bodies, we're going to do a couple of breaths. We're going to double inhale, a short and a long through the nose, and double exhale through the mouth, short and a long. That's how we do it. Let's do 5 of those. hopefully you enjoyed your practice of asanas this afternoon and you're feeling harmonized, vitalized, and more relaxation and freedom in that lower back. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your evening. And for those of you who can stay, I'll turn the recording off and I will turn your cameras on. Jai.